Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's time for another daily dose of Dismal Disney. Possibly, maybe. We're going to talk about Disney fans being upset that Disneyland, in celebration of Disneyland's 67th anniversary, decided to cut Walt's opening day speech for the first time in years.
Yeah, they pretty much always run it every year when they have the anniversary celebration. Apparently, it's going to cause an issue. It's too problematic, so we just got to cut it.
So we're going to talk about this because this does not surprise me as Disney goes through and basically tries to purge itself of any conservative-ish values to make sure that their activist employees, especially in California, are not somehow bothered.
Right, the small percentage of people that care about this stuff, we can't make them upset.
This is the same mentality that has seen Disney go through and make changes to a lot of classic attractions. And Walt Disney himself, we've said before, he's probably going to be in the crosshairs because...
We joked. How long until they get rid of Walt himself?
Yeah, well, Walt was an outspoken conservative. He was a Republican, and he loved America. He did not like communists either. He actually ratted out some of his former animators to the government, said that they were communists. And so Walt was a very patriotic person, and his opening day speech referenced and praised America.
But nothing in it, I think, warranted cutting.
No, but we have to wonder. I have to wonder how long until they take his statue down and replace it with Mickey and Minnie, or whatever, just to make people happy, because we don't want to think about Walt Disney and his problematic politics.
They'll rename it Comrade Walt.
Comrade Walt. He'll be like Colonel Sanders.
I'm just surprised Chapek hasn't put a statue to himself up yet.
Yeah, right.
Another thing I'm surprised about, they're taking down the Mickey and Minnie sign at the entryway to the park, which, to be fair and honest, they're going to replace it with something else. I don't think they're going to leave it empty. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't use like more IP like their Star Wars and Marvel and all that shit to try to promote whatever's the current thing. But I'm just surprised they haven't issued tolls yet to enter the Walt Disney World Resort.
Don't give them ideas.
You wait.
So we're gonna talk about this, and again, look, there's been some chatter about how Bob Chapek is supposedly gonna reverse course on Disney and be apolitical, and I'm like, no. I'm
telling you no.
I have seen no indication of that. Not saying that he personally may not feel that way, but I haven't seen any indication, especially in California, that they're gonna walk this stuff back.
I think he wanted to. And then the Florida bill happened.
Yeah.
And then instead of just letting it go and handling it in a much better way, he panicked and went off the deep end the other way.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen in the last year or two that they've cut, ladies and gentlemen from their fireworks.
Oh, you're not allowed to say the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is no longer fairy godmothers in training. It's fairy godmothers apprentices now.
Oh, God. Okay, anyway. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 272, almost 273,000 subs. Thank you for the support. You sent me this yesterday. I about fell out of my chair, but I'm not surprised. People are wondering why they cut Walt's speech from the Disneyland anniversary. Now, let's go down. Here is what Walt said on opening day from Orange Grove 55 on Twitter. To all that come to this happy place, welcome.
Right, you hear that all the time.
Disneyland is your land. Here, age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will become a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
There's nothing in there that's derogatory or problematic. Deserve to be cut.
Right. This is the first time in decades that they have cut his speech from the anniversary celebration. It is a classic speech, but, we wondered how long until they get rid of Walt, because now that people are really digging into the history of Disney and they realize that Walt was pretty conservative overall, he's going to be problematic. He's going to make people feel bad.
When people on Twitter think that anybody that's Republican or conservative should be dead, we aren't surprised.
Lots of people mentioning it, though. It was in the New York Post. It didn't take long for Disney fans to notice what was missing: Walt Disney's speech. Seriously, though, why was Walt Disney's speech omitted from Disneyland's birthday celebration for the first time in decades? Disneyland didn't acknowledge Walt Disney's speech. Fans quickly took to social media to share Walt's opening day speech. So people went out to Twitter to share his speech because Disneyland didn't.
They keep pushing this shit. And the thing is, the fans are not going to stand for it. I'm sorry. Like, people keep going and paying the money. That's one thing. But now they start changing the name and changing all this stuff. People are going to start losing their shit.
Yep. So some people accusing Disney of wokeness. Again, I would like
I don't like using that word unless I absolutely have to.
I would like to think this is a simple oversight, but given the direction the company has been going,
given the way Bob Chapek's been acting,
given the way that Chapek's been acting, given the way that the California employees in particular have been acting, Walt Disney is considered problematic, and they're absolutely gonna trim anything that he has said that might make Portland feel bad.
They don't like Walt Disney, but they work for the Walt Disney company.
Oh, give them time. They'll change it.
Good luck with that.
To Diznee or something. We're Disney now.
Good luck.
Disney.
You had to do that. Yeah.
This person, again, this is their opinion, not ours. It mentions both history and facts, two things that are taboo to the agenda. Another commenter says, first I'm hearing about it. Pretty sad. That's the thing with the new woke politically correct culture. No matter how woke or PC someone is never enough.
That's true.
That is true. And we've talked about that before. It's like, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's a point, and then that point becomes distorted, and then it becomes a religion, and people wind up getting...
Well, Disney's already a religion, so you throw the Disney religion in with the extremist religion on Twitter.
Yeah.
And this is what you get.
So New York Post picked it up too. A lot of, actually not as many Disney sites.
No, I didn't do it. I probably should.
Yeah. One Twitter user wrote, liberals think Walt was racist, trying to distance. That actually is true. There's a lot of chatter again about
I guarantee this
Disney's
is California.
Yep. Terrible. Today, the company seems to only use Walt as a marketing opportunity and not as a guiding force. What reason do they have to cut the speech? No idea. Disneyland do better. I think it's because it's going to make people in California feel bad. Plus, they're probably like, America's not for everybody, so.
But there's nothing said in that speech that is against any group of people.
Yeah.
It's just talking about, hey, this is for people who are kids at heart. This is people to have fun memories. It's for people, and it's for everyone. Basically, it's welcome. It's for everyone. And, that doesn't go against anything. And because of America? Well, if you don't like America, well, you don't have to stay here.
You don't have to stay. Or you can go to, Shanghai. There you go.
Yeah, go to one of the communist countries that you love so much and and go live there. They probably won't let you in.
Walt didn't like communists. Can I say that again?
I'm only saying that because of the Walt connection, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's so funny that, like, Walt would have been like, wait, you're building parks where? Where are you building my American parks? What are you doing?
Things change. And that aside, everything changes. Back when Walt was alive, everything was a lot different, not always for the better. Let's be completely honest here.
Yeah.
But things evolve and change. That's understandable. But there's change, and then there's just doing stuff to appease a vocal minority, and that's what this likely was about.
Yeah. So, again, this is just another indicator to me that Disney is not going to walk any of this back. I think, in fact, at least in California, they're going to double, triple down on politics. Mm-hmm. And it could have been a simple oversight, but this is the first time in 60 plus years. It
wouldn't be an oversight.
It was not an oversight.
People work on these projects and do it for years. There's somebody on the team that oversees this, that has the experience almost always. That wouldn't be an oversight. It was an intentional decision. I have zero doubt about that. Disney doesn't have oversights because they have like 10 people checking everything else the other 10 people before them did to make sure there's no issues.
Yep. So somebody probably took a look at it and said, do we really want to talk about how great America is right now? I don't think that's a good idea. I think it makes people feel bad.
America right now makes me feel bad.
America makes me feel bad. And oh my God, did you know that Walt Disney was a conservative? Oh my God, that's really, no, we can't have that.
But this is also the same group of people that, because of a Florida bill, were protesting it because they didn't want to have to move.
Yeah.
And then they complained when they pushed that back and didn't have to move.
So this is the next step. The next step is basically, we're already seeing ridiculousness with it.
We joked they were going to do this.
Yeah, but they're purging the, ladies and gentlemen. Come the hell on. They already had the bases covered. Ladies, gentlemen, dreamers of all ages. You've got all the bases covered. You do not have to get rid of ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, but even then, even if you take ladies and gentlemen out, okay, whatever. And I can even give you the fairy godmothers apprentices because they're not actually fairy godmothers, and they do have men that work there too. And,
Yeah.
So I get that. That I have no problem with. My point is, like, this is Walt's speech, and nothing about his speech, like, alienated anyone.
No.
It included everyone, even outside America.
Yeah, but he was praising America, and that's a problem current year.
Well, then don't live here if you don't like it.
Then don't live here. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.